First thing I need to do is a little bit of disclaimer and who I am not. I am not a runner. I have not trained in any way to be a physical trainer or anything of that like that. I'm just a guy who was at his 45th birthday and got a little scared because his doctor's checkup came back a little disappointing for what my expectations were. I don't want anybody to think that I'm some kind of expert on any of this. I have never claimed to be anything like that. I am out here. I started this morning's very short walk on March 6th, 4 days to the race. And actually, this very second, in 4 days, on Catalina Island, we will be starting the race. We will be, it's right now 9 o'clock. And so this is a very important time for me. I'm getting out. I'm feeling just fantastic. I woke up this morning about 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is 4 a.m. Pacific, and kind of get my bearings. I've been getting up about 6 a.m. most mornings for the past week, and to be ready for the schedule coming. This is my part of my training route, my regular outdoor training route. It's a beautiful scenery. Coming up on my neighbor up here who's got a log cabin. Sometimes Mark walks with, there he's even out there. But temperature's just a tad warmer than it's going to be Saturday on Catalina when we start. So they're predicting about 51 to 68 degrees for during the race right now. Wind will be about 8 miles an hour, and the humidity will be pretty standard for the coastal islands out there in California. For someone starting out, really the best thing that I've found getting me going, I read 3 books to really get going, and the first of those 3 was actually the original edition of Jeff Galloway's Marathon. I don't know if it's in print anymore, or if you can get it. A friend of mine, my friend Ray Schneider, sent it to me, and I soaked it up. It is just a neat presentation, and if you get a chance to read it, I personally liked it. The next book I read, which is the book anybody should read, is Jeff Galloway's book on running. He laid it out so clear, so specifically what you need to do to go from couch potato all the way out to doing something like finishing. Well, that book actually just covers through half marathon, but there is so much information in that you've got to read it, especially if you're like me, starting out, never done anything like this. It is a good resource. I have it so dog-eared and highlighted, and I look back at it many times throughout my training. At least once a week I went back and looked at that book. So that is a fantastic book. If you're wanting to go do a marathon, I strongly recommend his 26-week training. You do not just want to go out and do a marathon if your body is not ready. We hear about people dying from that frequently, too frequently. So don't do that. The final book, if you're planning to do a marathon, is Jeff Galloway's book, Marathon, You Can Do It. And the wealth of the information located there is just hard to beat. Today I am just walking a little 3-mile walk. This is a real taper down from where I have been. As you can see, we're on real road now, and it's beautiful pasture land right here. I won't quite get to the scene of the river today, but we do have a little bit of wind through here, which is something we'll be experiencing on Catalina, of course, especially on the windward side, as Ray has told me. Between miles 6 and 10, there's going to be quite a bit of wind from what I understand. But really, if you've never done this before, get the information. I never thought I would have learned anything from a book like that, but it is not written for pro athletes. It is written for the couch potato in all of us. And Jeff Galloway at this time has trained hundreds of thousands of people, maybe 500,000, at least 250,000, I know. I haven't seen that number lately, but just a wealth of important information. If you're online, sign up for his newsletter on his website at jeffgalloway.com. If you're on Facebook, Jeff Galloway Fan, it's facebook.com/Jeff Galloway Fan. Great resource. Worth looking into. I've actually had a chance to meet Jeff. I'm trying to get the sun in the camera here. And he is a great guy. This is part of my view. It's beautiful out here. I am so fortunate that we live in a place like this that is as beautiful as it is. With me talking, you probably won't see any deer, but I see deer out here. This field outside has cattle on it. Sometimes a lot, sometimes none, depending on what the guy's doing with the property right now. So, anyway, I'm going to be covering more on my equipment, what led me to this decision, and of course, race coverage later in 4 days. Thank you everyone for cheering me on, all you folks over at Starkey. Thank you, and everyone else that's been a great supporter. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It has been very inspiring. Thank you.